So we laid hands all over the S&P 500 on Friday, and she delivered, baby. Now, are we going to continue to move up like Friday's call, or is it time to pull back, cool off a little bit, and maybe step in with the bears? Let's check it out.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These private.
What's going on, family? It's your man Tasteware here once again, and today I'm bringing you another STB Market Watch. Now, today is Money Monday, which means what? We got to dive into the public account. That's right. Let's check it out. Let's see what we have going on. Did we make some money? How are we looking for the year? Because I want to kind of go over that and just give you steps of how your portfolio should maybe look, or how a successful portfolio looks, right? And we can dive into the percentages, all of that good stuff, right? So let's have some fun with that first. But before we get there, I want to say this. Who am I? All right, that's one of my favorite things, because we have new people coming to the channel. For those of you all who are new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you show a little love, right? I do this out of the kindness of my heart to show a little love. Just give me a little love back, baby. That's all I want, right? So that being said, who am I? I am a stock trader, futures trader, options trader. I come from the penny stocks world, where we only use pretty much technical analysis. I call it predictive indicators, to decide whether a crappy company was going to go up or it was going down, right? After I got, penny stocks are not for everybody, and especially once you get to a certain amount of money, the liquidity becomes a problem, becomes pretty hard. So I left that world and I went over to the large cap world. I went over to crypto. I went over, I wanted to trade things that had much more liquidity so that I can enter and exit without any problems. All right. So that's who I am. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing it for almost 10 years now, a little bit over 10 years. And now I just want to share some of my skills with you. One, maybe for bragging rights, but two, like I said in some of the last videos, I just want to show people, if you can see me for free and see me teach for free, I want to show people the differences between these fake gurus who actually don't know anything, and then the actual people who, I don't even want to call them gurus, but people who just know what they're doing, right? And you don't have to pay me to come into my program to actually be able to see that I know what I'm doing. I could just show you right here for free. And if it helps you, I did my job, right? So let's go ahead and dive in and see what the actual public account is doing, right? And then we'll get into some charts. All right, family. So as you see, this is the public profile. This is something that, like I said, I'm going to be trading in and out of, but I also want to show just some of the things that, I may be doing to kind of go against the market. Some of the things I'm showing you, so for example, we had the XPXU. Now I exited, I got out when it fell, and I'll show you in a minute where it fell. And right when it fell, I made some really good profit. So I got out, and I'll show you some of the moves where we entered and exited. So I got out of the XPXU, but I re-entered on this pop because I know we have further downside. So over time, right? Maybe not today, but we have further downside. So I re-entered this position, sitting on a little cash, of course. I'm holding my DNA position, holding our PNC situation. I like to buy sometimes, not always, but sometimes I like to buy stocks when they're in crisis mode. So when PNC and all of the banks that are going down, when they went into crisis mode, that was a buying opportunity. So for me, I decided to buy some support in there, right? And because those are shares, I have time. Do your thing. There's no theta. There's no theta burn. I don't have to worry about, meeting a certain time. Get that PNC. I see you in maybe a couple weeks, a couple months, a couple years. I have a profit target that I want to hit. When I hit it on my calendar, or excuse me, on my chart, I'll get out, take my profit, and then I'll find the next opportunity. This is how I play the game. BITI, of course, is the inverse of Bitcoin, so we're still sitting there, sitting on that one. Actually, I may have exited. I need to check some of our gains and losses section. I need to check and see. I feel like I may have exited that one and re-entered as well, because I remember Bitcoin dropping pretty hard. And of course, we still have our UAVS and our Honest, because those are just, for me, very speculative plays. But I'm a big believer in Honest, which that's why that's a very heavy position. Because once again, for those of you who didn't see the first Money Monday, I talked about Honest and the fact that my son, his diapers, they're hard to find. Like every time he needs new diapers and we try to buy them in bulk, like Honest is always sold out. the creams that he used, and a lot of people just know Honest to be like a beauty makeup brand, right? But Honest, I mean, they have all kind of things, baby supplies, healthy supplies, and it's all like organic or healthy, and it didn't have a bunch of the crazy, sulfates and phytates and all this other stuff in it that a lot of people, have shown to, cause cancer, right? The parabens and all of that craziness. So this is a great brand. I love it. And this is more, I say it's speculative because I'm simply entering this trade, and this is more of a long term, but I'm entering this longer term trade, or guess you can't call it a trade, but I'm entering this position because, or based on what I'm seeing in the consumer world. Like if I go somewhere and every time there's a line around the building, you got to be making some money. Or if I go somewhere, and there's a product that they have, but it's always sold out, you got to be making some money. So for me, every time my son's diapers are sold out, every time my son's, I'm looking for the creams and the stuff that he uses for his skin. Every time Honest is sold out, I'm like, they making money. So I'll take that stock. I love it. I love the way the chart looks. It's oversold like crazy on the monthly chart. I like it. So that's one of the reasons why I went pretty heavy on that. And we got a little drawdown on it, but it's only weighing 14% total on this account. So I'm okay with that. 14% drawdown is not bad. I'll take that. Right. I've seen a lot of people have 40, 50% drawdowns, 80% drawdowns. So I'm okay with that. That's okay for my risk tolerance. All right, so here we can kind of get in to like maybe break down some of the entries and exits that we had. As you see, for the most part, this account size, it's roughly 28,000, 29,000. So you got 3,800 loss, and the actual account value is about 25,000. So that's about 28, 29,000. And so far, this year we're sitting at 2,800, which is roughly a 10%, return, right? So as far as the market is concerned, a lot of people say, oh, you can't beat the market, or it's, first of all, that's why I wanted to do this. Hey, I don't have to talk. I could just show you and that's why I wanted to do this for everybody, right? You could stop right now at this 10%, and most people would consider this a successful year. Yay, you did 10% this year. That's what the market does, right? And we're not even, about 6 months in? So we'll say it's May. Well, 5, 6 months in, and, we're up 10% already. So, and I haven't really been like trading this thing super crazy. So, okay, so I did get out of BITI. Yes. So I got out of BITI for that Bitcoin when Bitcoin fell hard. There we go. We took $485 profit on that. I've been trading Markel. That's one of my, it moves like a beast, but it's expensive, right? So I don't suggest people trade that too much because it's like a $1,200, $1,300 stock. But I would trade that one every now and then. SPXU, so we exited and then we re-entered that one. So that's some good profits on that. We had the VOO and the Verizon. So yeah, it's definitely some good stuff. Some good entries and exits here. All right, family. So as we enter the charts, let's have some fun with this. Now, of course, Friday, you can go back and check it out, right? This move is what I was looking for. And we got right in here. And I told you that we were coming to test this area. We got in and blew past it, actually. And gave us a good wave 3. This looks like wave 4, maybe. Trying to give us a wave 5. So we'll have to see. But I do think, I think we can get up in this area around the 41.85. Unless a rule is broken. All right. You know how I am about my rules. Right. So unless a rule is broken, it does look like we're going to make our way up. Okay. We're going to make our way up. Now, of course, following this trend line, I like this trend line here. Right. So honestly, I'd like to see this thing pull back to this trend line first. Right. Sometime today. Right? I don't care when, but sometime today, I'd like to see this trend line respected. This trend line, I want to see it respected before it goes up. I'm looking for a pullback. I'm not buying right here. I'll be honest with you. I'm not buying it. But I'd like to see this trend line respected. If not, that's okay. That's okay. I'm a patient trader. But I definitely want to see this trend line respected. And as a matter of fact, we blew through a resistance area and never tested it as support. So honestly, if I had to scale in, honestly, I want to see this trend line respected, which has been respected for a while. But also, I want to see a retest to this line right here because it hasn't been tested to let me know that that's support. I want to see. Hey, you blew past it. It was resistance. Is it support or is what's that? Right. So in my experience through trading, every support every resistance that becomes support, it's tested, right, to let you know that it's now support. And the fact that this was not tested, I'd like to see it be tested. That's just me. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. Let's take this off and bring in this. So we got some resistance maybe like in this area. So it looks like maybe we're holding resistance here. So we may trade in this range until it's broken. That's all I can give you for the most part. Nah, kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, it does look like we're going to trade in this range until it's broken on either side. How does that look? I mean, maybe it can go up, break here, hold support, and run up some more. Or maybe we have already fizzled out. Bing, bing, bing. Here, maybe it does a little baby pop and doesn't go more. Boom, break it, hold it, boom. That could be a possibility, right? And I'm just giving you some alternative paths, okay? Alternative paths that I'm seeing that could potentially happen. But definitely we should trade in this range until a rule is broken. All right. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing on the S&P 500. Of course, we look at the ES. For anybody who's new, we look at the ES, the futures, because the market's not open yet. And this is a live chart, as you see right here. This is a live chart. So I'm showing you live what this thing is looking like it wants to do. That way, when the market opens, you kind of have at least the market watch is a guide to say, okay, Tay said this on the market watch. Market is opening. He's still bullish, which I am, right? He's still bullish on this move here. This little pullback here, I think just wants to continue us up. So I'm still bullish, right? I'm still bullish. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. But I'll be looking for some rules to break. Definitely want to see this break before I get, bearish. But that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. All right. We got some ranges that we're trading in or that we're, taking out, right? Taking out this range or trading in this range as well. So hit the top. Once again, probably could come down to the bottom. Who knows when, but this is a range that it's trading in, right? And it's been doing it since back here, right? Took that out, came back down, trade. Looks like it's taking it out again, and then we'll probably, trade back in that range. So that's pretty much what price zone we're going to be in until we break it. Once again, everything is about finding out the range. When it comes to trading, find out the range you're trading in, and then when it breaks out to one side and holds, you're probably going that way. Okay, so if it breaks out to the upside, you're probably going up. So for example, if it goes here, hold it, you're probably going up. That's just how it works. If you get down here, you break out, it's probably going down. That's how it works. Okay. So hopefully all of this makes sense. I hope this has been very helpful. What we're going to do is continue to come in, watch these charts before market. I try to get these up as soon as possible before the market. But what we're going to do is continue to do these things daily. Every day the market's open, I'm coming here to hit you with some good stuff, right? One quick thing before I leave, right? I want to say this. Let me stop sharing my screen. I want to say this before I leave. A lot of people ask me, is it actually possible to trade? And I'm going to give you something. This is a very big compounding tip of mine to teach people how to grow their money, right? One reason most traders can't grow their money over time or actually end up losing is a them problem. It's a you problem, right? It's a personal problem. And hear me out. I'm telling you, if you can fix this, you become profitable. You become profitable. Now, in the comments below, I want you to answer this because this is an exercise that I usually do this with some of my one-on-ones or even like a group. So comment below. When you take a trade or when you take most of your trades, before they become losses, do you actually get up 5-10%? Comment below. Like, I want to know. Yes, I actually get up most of my trades. I actually get up 5-10% and then it falls. Or no, most of my trades, I never get up 5-10%. They instantly go to loss and they never come back. Like, I get in, they go to loss, never come back. Right? Comment below. Which one are you? Now, most of the time I ask this question, especially somebody who knows how to chart, especially if I've taught you how to chart, majority of the people will say, yeah, like actually, yeah, when I get in a trade, especially like options, when I get in an options trade, usually I get up 5, 10, 20%, sometimes in like a couple minutes, couple hours. And then I keep holding and then it falls. Now, why am I mentioning this? Because when a lot of people ask me, is trading really possible? Is it really possible to grow that much? You know, I don't know. I don't think it's possible. Most traders fail. I hate that saying. Most traders fail. Yeah, most traders fail. 90% of traders fail. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 people fail a diet. 9 out of 10 people only read about 10% of the book and never finish it. 9 out of 10 people, I've done this before. 9 out of 10 people, they start a business, they're going to fail at that business. So what I've always asked is it the business problem? Is it that, entrepreneurship is just that hard? Is it that diets just don't work that effectively? Is it trading is just not something that you can win? Is it that books are the problem? No, it's a personal problem. And nobody tends to want to take, 90% of those people don't want to take the accountability. So when it comes to trading, right? See, we're going to learn today. So when it comes to trading, you got to be accountable. What am I doing wrong? Man, I never finish a book. Okay, I need to start finishing my book. Man, I get a diet. I keep failing at my diets. Why? Because that pizza look good, so I'm going to just go over there and eat that pizza. I'm tired today. I don't want to go work out. Entrepreneurship. Man, I start a business. It fails. Why? Well, I'm spending all the revenue from the business. I'm not putting any money back into coaching. I'm not putting any money back in, business coach, seminars to teach me how to do, profit first and all this other stuff. Like, I'm not doing the work. I'm spending all the money. The business is being ran horribly because I'm running it horribly. But nobody wants to admit, like 90%, the 9 out of 10, they don't want to admit that it's them. It's a them problem. Why are 9 out of 10 traders losing? Is it the stock market? No, it's a problem. It's a personal problem. Now, let's dive into that personal problem. The personal problem is, once again, you go up 9%, 5%, 10%, 20%, and you hold for more profit. That's why most traders fail. They're greedy. Their emotions get into it. Should I get out? Should I not get out? 10%, 20%, you should have got out. In most cases, especially if you're a short-term trader, right? But you held because you wanted more. Now, this gets into two things. One, you're greedy, yes. And two, you're not disciplined. Because if I tell you get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, as soon as you see that profit, get out. As soon as you see that profit, get out, right? You have to be disciplined, especially with a small amount of money. And this is why people with a small amount of money don't win, because they're looking for bigger amounts of money. So it's kind of like, I hate to say it like this, but it's kind of like you're shooting yourself. You're shooting yourself in your own foot, right? What does that mean? Usually the less amount of money people have, the more money they're trying to make. Because it's like, I'm broke, man, I'm broke. Y'all remember? You remember, who was that? Dave Chappelle, right? When you're broke, you don't have a lot of money to trade. You're trying to make a lot of money. So every trade, you're trying to kill it. Every trade. But what actually should be happening is if you have $500 to trade, you get in a trade, boom, I'll take that $50. Boom, I'll take that $25. Boom. And what should be happening is you should be doing a bunch of $25 profit trades. But see, $25 to the average person, it's like, hey, nothing. But you don't realize that that is 5% of your account. 5% of your account. And in the big dog world, if you got $10 million and you make 5% on a day trade, that's $500,000. Right? So this in and out thing was never meant for you to get rich in one trade or in 10 trades or in 20 trades, especially with a low amount of money. So if you got $500, you better start taking that $25 profit. You better start taking that, even if it's $15, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50. Sometimes you get lucky, you get 10%, 15%, 20%. And what should happen for smart traders, and I showed y'all even in the portfolio and some of my wins, they were like $43, $50, $80, $90, right? For a smart trader, what should be happening is you should be compounding those small wins into bigger profits. Because if I take 100 trades in a quarter, one quarter, let's say from January to March, end of March. If I take 100 trades during that quarter and I only had, let's say, $500, but I take $25 every time it hit, boom, 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 boom. $25 is 5% of that account. And 100 trades times $25. $2,500. You turn $500 into $2,500. This is the math that nobody's doing really, because they're ready to get rich. And even some people would look at that and go, yeah, I had 500 and I got 2,500 now, but like 2,500, I can't quit my job on that. It's like, no, because it's not meant for you to quit your job on that. That's not how this works. What's supposed to happen now is now you have $2,500. And actually, if that was $2,500 profit, because that was $25 times 100, that's $2,500 plus the 500 you started with. You got $3,000 now. So what should be happening is now you should be taking profit on $3,000. And let's say you got to pay taxes or whatever, because you don't live in Puerto Rico. So you got to pay taxes on that. So let's just say you're trading $2,000 now instead of $500. So now you take your 5%, which is $100. And in the next quarter, right? I taught a whole class on this. I might do another class. In that next quarter, 100 days, right? 100 days, you do 5% again, each trade. Get in, get out, get in. So you go in for $2,000, you get out when it hits $100 profit. I know most people are like, but Tay, only $100? This is why y'all are losing. I'm trying to tell you. But $100 profit times 100 trades a quarter, you're at $10,000 now, buddy. $10,000. That's $10,000 profit. So you had $2,000 before the quarter started. We're gonna unravel this thing. Watch this. You had $2,000 before the whole quarter started. We're in the middle of the year now, 6 months, middle of the year. You got $2,000 and you made $10,000 on that. So now you have $12,000. Once again, you got to pay your taxes. So I'm going to give $2,000 to taxes. All right. We're going to say, okay, $2,000 goes to taxes. Cool. Because at $10,000 profit, you're still in the lower tax bracket. So that's fine. Right. You shouldn't be needing to spend too much on taxes. So now you got $10,000 in your account and you just continue to do the same thing, 5 to 10% here and there. Right. Maybe you get good. Maybe you go to 10%. Okay, cool. Right. But I want to stick with 5% and show you what it looks like even with that. So $10,000, 5% on $10,000 is what? $500, right? Next quarter, you do 100 trades. I know a lot of people, 100 trades is a lot. That's a lot of trades. It's a really large amount of trades. But a lot of people, I know people who can do 100 trades a quarter, right? I think that's like 9 trades a week, something like that. Yeah, 9, 10 trades a week. That's 100. So 9 trades a week is not a lot, to be honest with you. But I know people, who trade like that, like day trade. So once again, you go in with $10,000, you're making 5%, you take profit at 5%, right? That's $500 times 100 trades, right? And I'm just giving you, this is like pie in the sky, best case scenario, right? Or kind of close to best case because we're not factoring in losses because you're not perfect, right? But I'm just showing you 5%, which is $500, 100 trades, cool. $500 times 100 trades is $50,000. Now your account getting fat. Your account is getting fat off of a $500 account, right? One of my students, Tro, shout out to Tro. I saw Tro just in a couple months. I saw Tro turn $500 into $6,000. Shout out to you, Tro. If you here, man, comment in the section, man, because they're gonna think I'm crazy. They think I'm lying. But this is how it works. So now you got 50, and we're not even at the end of the year. You got one more quarter left. You got 50K. You had 50K profit plus the 10K that you had, right? Let's say we give the 10K to taxes. Cool. That's 20% tax money. There you go. Take that, right? Let's say you want to enjoy some of that money. You take $10,000 for yourself because you started with 500. Take your 10K, enjoy it. So 10K goes to taxes. 10K goes to you to enjoy. Go buy you something nice. Okay, you got $40,000 now for the last quarter of the year. You go in, you do another 100 trades at 5% profit. All right, you got 40K. 5% profit of 40K is what? $2,000. Right? So you're making $2,000 a trade. 100 trades. Once again, this is pie in the sky, but I'm just giving you example of how it can compound, right? 100 trades times $2,000 is $200,000 to end the year, right? So you make $200,000 to end the year on. That 50K that you were trading with, you give it to the tax man, right? Now you got a $200,000 account. Don't go buy a house. Keep trading. Same rate. You don't change it. 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%. That's exactly how you do it. Now, why is nobody doing that? I haven't heard of anybody doing it. Let me ask you this. How disciplined can you be to who do you know is disciplined enough once they get $50,000 to take $2,000 profit? $2,000. Who do you know that's disciplined enough at $500? They got a $500 account. They're going to take out $25. Who do you know is disciplined enough to continue to do that? That's why nobody's really doing it. I mean, there's some people who are doing it because I know them personally because they live here, right? I know a young man who made $60 million trading. He used the same CPA that I use. So I know him to be true. He's not a myth, right? Made $60 million. Didn't start out with a lot of money, but he made $60 million, right? Because it compounds. It compounds. So once again, it's a discipline game. It's a discipline game. This is my little, I just want to give a little game for this, right? It's been 30 plus minutes. So I need to get out of here, but I want to give some game on this Money Monday and hope that it can help many people out there. All right. So y'all work on your discipline. Keep tapping in for my STB folks. Y'all know I got you. We're going to continue to do our thing on the inside. For everybody else who's watching the Money Market Watch, or I don't know why I want to say Money Market Watch, but the Market Watch. Keep doing your thing. Keep showing up. I'll keep showing up. We're going to go to the top with this thing, all right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These